The 4th of February 2026. My name is Bill Clinton Odhiambo. My sign language interpreter this morning is Min Mpesa. And today being Wednesday, we are having a very important conversation this morning. It is about the place of tertiary education in Kenya. And to help talk about this, to unpack and debunk all about the place of tertiary education in Kenya is Mr. Kipkemoi Langat. He is the head of strategic planning at TVET Authority. Karibu sana, Mr. Langat.
Thank you.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm well.
Yes.
Good to see you, Bill. And I'm excited to join you for this discussion.
Right.
It is a very important discussion for
Yes.
people, and especially our young people, and more so your targeted audience. When we talk of tertiary education,
Right.
we are basically referring to the level of education after Form 4.
Yes.
So this, we have universities,
Okay.
we have technical institutions.
Right.
So in this space, this is the space that people uses to now establish their professional careers,
Right.
get to deepen their skills in a given area,
Right.
and sort of find a place to settle,
Okay.
probably for the rest of their lives.
Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to catch up with us through our social media platforms. 0119800384 is our WhatsApp and SMS number. Science TV Kenya across all social media platforms. And contribute. Be sure to send in your thoughts and opinions. We'll be hoping to sample some of them at the end of the broadcast. Just like Mr. Langat has said, we are taking a look at what is really technical and vocational educational training. And, we want to also find out the place, the importance of technical skills. And just like you mentioned, Mr. Langat, education is diversifying, right? Mm-hmm. And we want to just find out how can we be better placed to try and get our desired results, perhaps, improve our skills and whatnot. So thank you so much again for making time this morning.
Thank you.
And as we begin our conversation, just to set the tone and so that our audience can understand where we are coming from this morning, what is tertiary education? Just continue, just like you started off. What is tertiary education, and what is technical and vocational training education? Yes.
So as I said, tertiary education is that level of education after secondary school.
Right.
And here we have the university education. We also have technical and vocational education.
Okay.
University education, you pursue degrees in given areas. If you are a lawyer, you want to pursue a degree in law.
Right.
Yeah, you want to pursue a degree in education.
Right.
That is degree level and above.
Yes.
Now, below that we have the technical and vocational education, and at this level we have 3 categories of qualifications.
Right.
We have the highest being a national diploma, and then you come to a diploma, and then you come down to craft or a certificate course.
Okay.
And then the lowest is what we call artisan.
Right.
Yeah, so in this TVET space, these are the range of courses that we offer, but now the focus basically is skills and competency development.
Okay.
The purpose is to train someone to acquire knowledge, to acquire skills, and competencies so that they can perform certain trades.
Right.
For instance, if we are talking of automotive technicians,
Right.
these are people who deal with maintenance of motor vehicles and other automobiles.
Okay.
Now, in this space, we also have a wide range of professions. I've mentioned about automotive or mechanical engineering area.
Yes.
We have electrical. We have programs in hospitality.
Right.
Including food and beverage, including tourism. We also have business courses, courses in accounts, courses in human resource,
Yes.
courses in supply chain management. We have a number of courses also that may not be business courses, but they are social.
Okay.
We have social work, courses in community development.
Okay.
We have health programs. Most of the health programs start at this level,
Okay.
at the TVET level.
TVET level.
Yeah, we have medical lab
Right.
technicians. We have nutrition and dietitians.
It is quite vast.
Yeah, it's wide.
It's wide. It's so wide. Yes.
So
Yes.
when we talk of TVET, we have opportunities for everybody
Okay.
in TVET based on their desired professional alignments. Somebody who wants to pursue a given area
Okay.
will always find space in TVET.
Okay.
Because TVET is rich and it is an opening to several opportunities
Indeed.
in life.
Indeed. I mean, it sounds so, it's just like you said, it's very vast. It sounds so wide. But then the big question would be, why is it then that many of us perceive, or the society perceives TVET as a secondary option as far as pursuing education is concerned? And we were having this conversation earlier, but for years, it has been perceived as a secondary option. And what does that, mentality have? What does that mentality cost us in the long run, as far as education development is concerned, or personal development is concerned?
Sure. Society has been in the past they have had negative attitude towards TVET. People who did not excel academically and probably join university,
Right.
or seen not as being so progressive.
Yeah.
But thank God, with interventions from government and also the changing economic environment in the country,
Yeah.
we are moving towards a situation where TVET and skills development is catching up.
Right. Right.
We've had in the past challenges with people even opting to go for degree programs
Okay.
without an assurance of a place of employment, or even having to create their own jobs.
Yeah.
But then TVET is coming in to provide not only the skills,
Right.
but even the capacity to run personal enterprises.
Indeed.
Now, if you go to what we mostly call the Juakale sector, most of the entrepreneurs in the Juakale sector are TVET graduates.
Okay.
They left a technical institution with a skill, either in mechanic, in building, in electrical. They went and established their business,
Yeah.
and started bringing on board other people to come and help them do this business. So you are seeing that TVET enables us to acquire this skill.
Right.
So it can enable an individual like myself, yourself,
Right.
to even be self-employed.
Yeah.
We don't have to look for a job.
Right.
I can wake up in the morning and find a job, which I can do. I can also establish my own enterprise.
And create
start
revenue,
running-
yeah.
Yes, start running it based on the skills that I have.
Yes.
And from there, we can even start accommodating other people, employing other people. So
Right.
you find that TVET is not only helping our society to give skills to people, but it's also helping us to create jobs and solve issues of unemployment.
Right.
Yes. The other area that TVET has come in to strongly
Impact.
impact our
Right.
society
Yes.
is that the spread. You find that TVET institutions are found across the country.
Right.
a number of various parts of the country.
Right.
And where these institutions have been established, there have been some commercial transformation around those institutions.
Yes.
There has also been impact on the immediate society. People have started seeing TVET differently.
Exactly.
Unlike they used to
see it before. Indeed.
So, yeah.
Indeed.
So that is the impact that TVET is giving to our society.
And I'm sure there'll be more that we will be going through as we continue the conversation. Mm-hmm. And I think at this particular point is where I'll bring now the TVETA into this conversation, right?
Yes.
Because for viewers who might not fully understand, yes, we do have TVET, but like any other, it is being run by an authority, the TVETA, the TVET authority, right? Mm-hmm. So, just like you mentioned quite rightly, so the impact that has been there with this overall spread of the TVET institutions across the country generally. So, what is the mandate of TVET authority, and how does it differ from the training institutions themselves, as far as regulating, for example, and capacity building of all these institutions?
Yeah, TVET authority is a technical and vocational education and training authority.
Right.
In short, we call it TVETA. It's a state corporation which is established under the TVET Act of 2013. It's called Cap 210A. And the Act establishes it for purposes of coordinating and regulating TVET. So the purpose of establishing TVET was to make sure that there was order in the TVET space. Now, this order would be done through registration of training providers. So TVET institutions operating in the country are required to register with TVETA. They are required before they start any course to be licensed by TVETA. That process, we call it accreditation. Trainers in TVET are also supposed to be licensed by TVETA. Then the courses that are offered in TVET are also supposed to be approved before they are offered by the same authority. So TVETA plays a role in bringing order, regulating the TVET sector, making sure that the training is quality and relevant.
Yes.
The other very important role of TVETA is to promote access so that people in various parts of the country would have access to TVET, or to these education and training opportunities.
Yes.
So what TVETA does is institutions are established across the country. They visit those institutions, inspect those institutions, and accredit those institutions to operate. We also ensure that institutions by themselves are not only accessible, but they are inclusive. Because we may have institutions established, but then the institutions have certain barriers. So we make sure that the education being offered at the TVET level is not only accessible, but inclusive. Inclusive here means that the training providers should be careful to make sure that facilities used for training are accessible to persons with disabilities. They have facilities that can accommodate those special needs requirements.
Yes.
So that is the other area that TVETA plays a role in. We also play a critical role in establishing the standards for training. Yes, we have a number of standards. We have what we call the TVET Regulations 2015, and then about 12 standards which have been developed in various areas to guide the training providers on how to effectively offer training that is quality and relevant. And accessible as well to the people of Kenya. Our vision as an authority is competent workforce.
competent workforce.
Yes. So we target to make sure that the manpower that comes out of our TVET institutions
Right.
is competent and their skills are market-oriented.
Indeed.
Yes,
Indeed.
they would meet from day one.
Right.
They would be ready to work in any given industry.
Any given industry, any given field.
Yes.
Right. You mentioned quite something important there. That TVETA was, you talked about when it was established under the Act 210, right? Without the regulation now, without that particular mandate that you were given, what was the perhaps maybe problem that you identified that without the authority being there, without all these institutions being checked, then perhaps we will not be getting inclusive institutions. Perhaps we'll not be getting substandard. We'll be getting substandard quality of education, right? Was there any particular concern that you saw as an authority coming up that you saw it was quite important to have this authority in place?
Sure. Before the establishment of TVET,
yes,
there were existing entities under the Ministry of Education that were playing this role. However, the establishment of TVETA and other entities in the TVET space is part of what the government calls the TVET reform agenda.
Okay.
And in this TVET reform agenda, through sessional papers and government policy documents, it had been identified that there are certain challenges within the TVET space. One of them was the issue of fragmentation. Institutions in the TVET space were operating under different regulations.
Okay.
So in order to bring them under one umbrella body, then there was need to establish the TVET authority. Then the curriculum that was being offered in TVET was also more focused on knowledge. It was knowledge-based.
Not skilled.
Not competence.
Not competence-based, right.
So the government again brought in another agency to help the TVET space shift from knowledge-based curriculum to competence-based curriculum.
Okay.
And that is an organization called TVET SIDAC.
Okay.
Curriculum Development, Assessment, and Certification Council. This is our sister organization. So these two agencies were established to make sure that the reforms that the government envisioned in the TVET sector were implemented with the policy guideline, of course, from the ministry.
Indeed.
So the ministry still remains as the superintendent, the policy superintendent in this sector. We have a whole state department in charge of TVET.
Okay.
And their role basically is to do policy and financing of the TVET sector. So there was that fragmentation. Curriculum was knowledge-based, not competency-based. So you would find that it was not industry-oriented. Then there was the issue of varied qualifications. You would have people with diploma, yes, but one would take 1 year and get a diploma. Another one would be required to go for 3 years and get a diploma.
Yes.
So again, reforms required to be brought in that space. And we have the Kenya National Qualifications Authority that has come and established a qualification framework. So that for every level, they have set the credit hours for every level that a trainee would be exposed to competencies training in that area. So if it is artisan, there's a number of credit hours. If it is craft, there is that number of credit hours. If it is diploma, they also have. And this one would help. So that it would help standardize. When we say it is artisan, then artisan from this institution and this other institution would be the same. It would have almost the same content and exposure.
Indeed.
Yeah. So TVETA also came in to bring coordination. You see, TVET institutions are not only within the Ministry of Education. We have TVET institutions under the private sector.
Okay.
We also have TVET institutions under other government ministries. So what TVETA is doing is that TVETA is regulating all this.
Okay.
So all these entities are now applying one standard when it comes to training. They are applying common standards
Yes.
when it comes to training. We also have this regulation in collaboration with professional bodies.
Okay.
You find that the Nursing Council regulates nursing training.
Okay.
But as we get into the institution to make sure that they comply with the requirements of the Nursing Council and also comply with the requirements of the TVET regulations.
Indeed.
Yes.
Wonderful. Right. And that is quite a good breakdown of as far as why the authority was set up generally. Now let's now diverge the conversation to the employability aspect of this, right? The labor market that comes through with acquiring skills or acquiring competency education. And one of the biggest questions that perhaps parents do ask out here, and students alike as well, is should I register for a particular course, right? Will I be able to create that? Is there a market for that? Is there a job for that, right? And how does TVETA align training programs with real labor market needs, because to create not have that confusion around?
Yeah, that is a very pertinent issue in the TVET space. As I told you, one of the reasons why the government committed to undertake reforms in the TVET space was because curriculum at the time and industry requirements were not matching. So in order to meet industry needs, in order to meet the labor market requirements, the government brought in what we are now calling the competency-based education and training. Now, the competency-based education and training starts with curriculum. And the process of developing curriculum does not start with the curriculum developer, but it starts with industry. Now, through what we call the Sector Skills Advisory Council, the industries come up with occupational standards.
Okay.
So an industry like, let's talk of the hotel.
Okay, the hotel management. Okay.
Yes, hotel sector. So if they want a chef, then they will give a performance criteria.
Okay.
A sort of, a chef should be able to, one, do this, do this, break down the role of a chef.
Right.
Now, this one we call them occupational standards.
Okay.
So that a chef should be able to identify recipes.
To fit the criteria given. Yes.
And then now, these occupational standards are handed over to curriculum development experts who will now translate this into learning outcomes.
Okay.
Once they have been translated into learning outcomes, then we develop a curriculum.
A clear curriculum.
Yes. For training a chef.
Indeed.
Okay? So from there, this curriculum is also taken back to industry to do validation. So the industry should be able to tell us that the curriculum for training a chef fits the person we want. Yes.
Right.
So that this person, once he is trained using this curriculum, should find space
in the market. Right.
That is how TVET is enhancing employability.
Yes.
Through market-oriented training programs.
Wonderful.
Number two is that there is continuous assessment of the labor market. There is continuous analysis of the labor market because technology is changing.
Yeah.
The other day we were not talking about AI.
Right now, it is everywhere.
Today, it is almost.
You cannot have a
everywhere.
conversation without it.
Yeah, it can even do this interview.
Indeed.
AI can do this interview.
Right.
But so, through that continuous analysis of the labor market, the curriculum is also reviewed so that the training programs are continuously in tandem
Right.
with the requirements of industry. The other method or way through which TVET enhances employability
Yes.
is by involving industry in two processes,
Okay.
in training and also in assessment.
Okay.
Industry is brought on board in training through what we call dual training.
All right.
Dual training is a training approach where training takes place in an institution and also at the same time it is taking place inside industry. So a training institution can partner
Right.
with an industry around it so that it trains and then also give practical exposure
Right.
to the trainees in the institution.
Indeed.
The other aspect is through industrial attachment
Okay.
and mentorship. And here, during after training for some time,
Right.
let's say 1 year, so the trainees are released to go to industry
Right.
to be exposed for 3 months, 6 months, depending on the requirements of the curriculum, because the curriculum will also indicate that this person, in order to complete this course, should have this number of hours
Right.
industrial exposure.
Exactly.
So that is how TVET is enhancing employability. Last but not least,
Okay.
you see, in competency-based training, assessment is also based on a criteria, a competence criteria.
Mm.
Now, that criteria, even industry experts can be brought in to participate in the assessment process.
Indeed.
The assessment process have 4 key players.
Okay.
We have the trainee,
Mm-hmm.
we have the assessor,
All right.
and we have the verifier, somebody who comes to verify that the assessment conditions
Are up to
were conducive.
yes.
Yes, that the assessment conditions were appropriate for assessing the competencies of that land.
Indeed.
And then, of course, we have the training provider who manages
The whole
assessment
process. Yes.
environment.
Right.
So industry experts are brought in mainly as verifiers,
Right.
so that they can come and assess not only the assessment process,
Right.
but also even the tools and equipment that were provided. Did they fit the criteria,
Indeed.
the assessment criteria? So through that too, we enhance the employability and marketability of our TVET graduates.
Right.
Yes.
That is well put, because you've already segued to what I wanted to ask you next, because I wanted to find out in terms of collaboration how you are doing this. You mentioned rightly so how you're bringing in industry experts and also having that dual kind of learning system. Perhaps before we take a quick break and go for a break, could you share examples of where TVET trained graduates have maybe outperformed expectations in the job market because of this kind of important collaboration that you're talking about?
Yeah, there are instances where our trainees have been exposed,
Right.
even to international competitions. We've had what we call the World Skills
Okay.
competition, and our country has participated in 2 competitions, 2 events.
Okay.
First, we participated in Namibia in 2020.
Okay.
And as a country, we took competitors in the area of hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
We also took competitors in the area of mechanical engineering, mechatronics,
Okay.
to be specific. And our competitors in the area of hospitality were able to win a trophy. And by the time they were coming out of that event,
Right.
they already got international job placements.
Wonderful.
So we have within the TVET space individuals excelling and being taken up by international organizations.
Right.
We also have in various TVET institutions across the country,
Yes.
and especially the national polytechnics, centers of innovations,
Right.
where they encourage trainees who are excelling in certain areas to innovate
Right.
and bring in, example, in Kisumu,
Yes.
they made this weed in the lake, inaitwaje?
Sorry?
The weed.
The water hyacinth.
Water hyacinth.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
They came up with a water hyacinth harvesting.
Okay,
machine.
nice.
So
Nice.
you see that is those are the kind of innovations
Right.
that are happening in our TVET institutions.
Indeed.
These TVET institutions also are offering services like hospitality services to other government institutions.
Right.
We have institutions, instead of government agencies going to big hotels for
Right.
conferences, they
Yes.
have established conferences, and their trainees in food and beverage are already serving
Right.
in those areas.
In those areas.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that particular response. And ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the place of tertiary education in Kenya, and to help us unpack this is Kip Kemoi Langat. He is the head of strategy and planning at TVET, that is Technical Vocational Educational Training Authority. This is the kind of conversation that is timely, and for it is important for us to try and create a sense in all this. We are taking a quick breather. When we get back, Mr. Langat, we are seeking to talk about the TVET aspect versus the university aspect, the pathways, all right, and who can benefit exactly from the TVETs. Don't go anywhere. Keep it Science TV Breakfast Show.